Hey, James Watson here, worked up right here on the bed. I'm going to use my old power poles because they're so handy. Might take a minute on this one, and I lost sight of him, but he won't leave the bed, and he keeps coming back. We even got up real shallow on him, and he stayed right there. So, again, don't know which direction I have to catch him from, and he seems very interested in what I'm doing by making him mad. And the best thing to do when you know you got one that's catchable like that, see how he's sitting on the bed, where he keeps coming back to, and then you bring your lure up to him and just bump him with it. Boy, it'll spin around real quick and engulf your bait a lot of times. I use a short tube so you don't give them very much of a bait or profile to link up with. So I don't like to use a real big bait until I have to throw up there numerous times and bounce it real hard. I'll go with a little bit bigger bait. But this particular tube is a 2 3/4 tube, and it's just white. Color matters to me because I can see white. Color doesn't matter. He's just mad because it's there and invading his territory. I like the drop shot because sometimes your sinker will get hung up like that, and you can sit there and jiggle it in front of them and really upset them. Another thing about bed fishing is don't get wrapped around the axle about one bait. Is try a tube. You try one of these big bite warmouths too, and I like to just skin hook mine like that. Again, they're going to come up there and react on it, not particularly hungry. You want them to open their mouth so you don't foul hook them. He's just acting funny now. Let me try that again. Come on, this way. And finally got him upset enough, and he finally opened his mouth and turned face the bank. And now I just put on a big old punch skirt like I was down in Florida or something, and I'm violently bouncing this lure at him towards his face and getting a reaction out of him. Now he cooled off just a little bit, but he's been watching my bait come out right at his face, and he's getting very upset. Sometimes the faster the better too. Oh, opened his mouth again. Thought he had it that time. You gotta be quick when you're bouncing them hard though. If you see them open their mouth, you better jerk, because they are not gonna. Now, got my drop shot. See if this makes him mad or not. Seems like he likes that bigger bait bounce violently at him than a subtle little bed stealer. He's acting all crazy again. I mean, I'm constantly, you see I got baits laid out everywhere here. Constantly just seeing what lure it will take to get him to open his mouth. I don't know what he's doing now. Now he's distracted from me. All right, now he's back into this. Okay, now he's mad again. He's really upset. He's really upset. I shouldn't have jerked. Okay, he's going to eat it now. I've never flipped a punch jerk. Such a big bait on a bed before, but it really worked yesterday. That's aggravating. Are you bored yet? I don't like it when he gets off on this side here. It doesn't react very well. Right there. Stay right there. Yeah, a lot of people, when bed fishing, they were finessing it really slow, subtle, throw it up there. But I take a different approach to bed fishing, especially with like this one that's not leaving, is I rapid fire him like a machine gun with numerous baits so that he's not getting wrapped up about one bait. Wait for him to position himself. Instead of letting it sit there on a soaker like a finesse guy would on bed, I throw it up there many, many times, bring it by his face, bump him with it if I can, see which direction he reacts the best. So every time I know, for instance, his nose is pointing in that direction, my best opportunity is to throw that bait up there and power fish it right back at his face as fast as I can. He actually went a foot to get it that time. I noticed something too, it'd be on the southeast quarter of his bed, from if north is directly that way. If he's on the southeast quarter of his bed and his nose is that way, he's bit. Any other way, I've not got him to react. So I kind of push him around and herd him around to get back in that position. Now the riffle's gonna mess me up. I can't see. All right, he's in the right spot now. Let's see if we can get him to bite. Every once in a while, a big shadow run by and he gets all distracted. Focus on me. Focus on me. It's all about me today. What's he doing? Pissing me off now. Golly. See how it's so easy to just waste your whole day? He ends up running off. All right, now, folks, I'm just going to stay here till midnight. I'm going to go get my wheat light out. I have to, on all my old coon hunting gear. That's what it takes. I'm now officially, I'm going to put Velcro on the outside of my bait, so maybe to stick to their teeth like peanut butter does the roof of my mouth. There he is. Got him. good one. Finally. And he swallowed her now. Look at that. Yeah, I got you. That's what it's all about, bed fishing. You better be patient. That's all I can say. This is James Watson coming from Table Rock, Missouri, right here on the beds.